Well, we are starting with part 2 of this cooking. As you can see, we have fried all the 5 pieces in exactly 7 minutes as I predicted. So, yes, now we are going to use the black mustard seeds, and this would go into the special oil which is extracted from these seeds only. So this is mustard oil, this is mustard seed. Alright, we put in a little bit of cumin because we are not doing it the traditional way. It's my kitchen, so I like to do it in an innovative way. So just put in a little bit of cumin, as you can see, just a pinch of it, a little bit. The quintessential turmeric of Indian cooking. So we are going to add this much of it. Then we have this, the ginger. So we are going to add the ginger into it. This aroma is tantalizing. I just can't express it in words. It's just that good. So when you have these lovely green chilies, they go in. जैसे हम लोग गोटा कहते हैं, so rather I would call it the entire green chili into it. So you can break it into halves, you can cut it into pieces if you want, but I prefer it to go wholesome. And this one I would just preserve when I do the garnishing. So, alright, that's it. We are going to stir this up a bit. Let the ginger and its aroma take your kitchen to a heavenly aromatic sensory. Okay, this is good. Now we would put in my favorite, the ketchup. As you have seen, you can use as much as you want. I am going to use a handful of around 3 to 4 teaspoons, not tablespoons. It also depends on how much of curry you want along with your fish. So I want it really thick. I don't want it to be watery, so I just use that much. Now I just stir it so that this ketchup actually blends with the ginger and the green chili and its essence. Yeah. This looks good. This really looks good. So once you have stirred it for around 1 or 2 minutes, which we are still in the process of doing it, you can also add a little bit of more mustard oil because you need that punch of mustard when you are taking a bite of this fish. So you can add just a teaspoon of it, not much. So just see a little bit of it, and that's it. This one should be good. Yes, that's the aroma that we need. Yes. So this one is good. Now we are going to put the color of this base of the gravy has already changed. It has become brown. So we are going to add water, as you can see. this is approximately a cup, so you can add a cup of water, and let it just boil up and thicken itself. As you can see, there is a base layer and there is the watery layer on the top. So now this is the time, the ideal time to add the salt, the amount that you need for your gravy. I prefer it thick, so I would put it on lesser quantities. If you want it to be a really watery gravy, you can just put 2 or 3 teaspoons of it. So depends on your taste bud. So I add a teaspoon of it and another half teaspoon of it. A little bit, just for a precautionary measure, let's say that. So as you can see it boil, I would just put in some leaves of coriander into this, the fresh green coriander. So just put that in, just need that aroma. So it's boiling, and I think we are in a good state to introduce the fried fishes, which by this time has oxidized enough. The reason we always fry and then keep the fish, a shallow fry of fish, you can see it's shallow because it's still a little bit on the lighter side of red and brown. So this is a shallow fried fish, and the reason we do this is because we want this to be really fresh as you taste it. So now this is already oxidized. Oxidizing of any fried thing increases the taste of it. Remember, you go to McDonald's and have all those French fries. The French fries, although they say they serve you fresh and they have just fried the French fries, but remember that those French fries are always oxidized to a limit. They fry it and then they kind of just let it be for some time, and then they serve it to you so that the taste actually increases. Yes, they do use taste enhancers, but that's to a minimal amount these days because of the restrictions. Alright, so we are in a good shape now. We would be adding the fishes to the gravy that has been prepared. Do remember that you wash your hands every time you do something. Alright, there we go. There you go, all the 5 pieces in this one. Let it just... So there are 2 ways of doing it. Either you can just keep on stirring and let it fry and let all the gravy get into the fish and add taste to it, or what you can do is also cover this. So we are going to cover it. And that's all for now. I would continue with this once it is finished. You can let it cook for another 7 to 8 minutes, and then we would garnish. We would resume while we are garnishing it.